Hello there! We've been waiting for you!
Hello?
Hello, Jughead. This is Archie. Come over right away. It's a matter of life or death.
Oh, relax, Archie.
Attention, all true believers. Marvel Comics is on the air.
The friend of the unfortunate, enemy of criminals. In reality, Dan Garrett, a rookie patrolman, loved by everyone but suspected by none of being the Blue Beetle.
Boys and girls, your attention, please. Presenting a new exciting radio program featuring the thrilling adventures of an amazing and incredible personality. Faster than an airplane, more powerful than a locomotive, impervious to bullets.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, good to be seen by you. Friday night, I want to thank you for being here. You could be doing anything. The fact that you allow us to come into your home is really, really rewarding. Let's start off with, if you're on YouTube, please hit that thumbs up. Facebook, thumbs up or hearts. Then we got Twitch, hit that Android, and eventually, we're going to be on Blue Sky. We'll see how that works out. What did Nick buy? Actually, Marcus, nothing. I was the under bidder on the. Nick sounds sad. Mitch Keith, hey, Murdoch, Barlord, Marcus, CJ. So I was the under bidder on the Brian Bolin Camelot 3000. I did not go for the apparel cover, and I was so surprised. So that's the problem by going in alphabetical order. Apparel was first, and I have 4 apparel covers. Young Avengers is being made into a TV series. Yeah, congrats on the first Deadpool, Nick. How did you know I bought the 3.0 comic book, Southern Comic Geek? I didn't tell anybody I bought the 3.0. Oh, was it really? Damn, Jimmy. Happy week before Thanksgiving. Yes, and we all have a lot to be thankful for. I was the underbidder on the Crisis 2-page spread. I couldn't bring myself to go higher. I should have, but I just couldn't do it. Let's see. I was the underbidder on the Camelot 3000. But the Batman would have connected to your cover. Which Batman would have connected to my cover? Oh, shoot. I didn't even think about that. Oh, that hurts. Bitcoin people bought those. I believe it. Let's see. So, what else grew up, Marcus? So, yeah, I was saving my money for Boland and Aparo and a few others. I went after the Alan Cooperberg Invaders cover, but I didn't go after that hard. Marcelo, how are you, man? So let's see. What do we got here? 41 people watching. On Facebook alone. I mean, on YouTube alone. 41 people watching. And we have 26 likes. Really? Ruben hit like 4 times. I hit like twice. How are we not at least 49 likes? Jesus, guys. Come on. Help a brother out. All right. I've got 2 special guests. 2 people who are far more talented than me. Way better looking. They won't give you nightmares like I do. And who have some really great art. What I'll do is I'll do my quick rundown. I agree with you, Comic Art Boston. That's why I didn't go crazy. I hit twice.
Oh, Nick, we're getting Comcasted on
Not
your
my-
side.
not my- Look, I mean, Mr. Red Jack, there's the one thing I think we've all discovered is that, first of all art is one of a kind, and there's always going to be another once in a lifetime, if not at this auction, the next one, or the one after that, or the one after that. So, and then there's also the Comic Link auction that started last night, and Comic Link that started. I got a Chaikin flag. Did you get the cover, Tom? Did you buy the cover to the Chaikin flag? Oh, that would be awesome if you got that. That was something I looked at, but it popped in price right away. There are a few other bits and bobs I went after. I went after the Daredevil 190 page. Okay, not the cover. I went after the Daredevil 190 page, but I didn't go crazy on it. Nice, Tom. The Comic Link does look... Oh, you bought that a few weeks ago, Tom. I saw it on your calf. Comic Link looks good. Looking at the Dylan Justice League, but if you go for that, let me know. I won't go for it. And I really like the Iron Man cover with Tony Stark in the car, like that James Bond-like cover. I like that a lot. So, but if anybody's going after the Dylan, just let me know and I'll step out. That's awesome. So you've got probably penciled by Paul Gulacy. Nice. The Vampy page I'm going after ends tomorrow. Got to get in bidding shape. Corey, I think you mean Sunday. I don't think there's any art tomorrow. I don't think there was any Newton today. Anybody correct me? I don't think there was a Newton. You got a really good page at a really great price. Yep, Sunday. Okay. Who got the Deadpool? Your guess is as good as mine, number one Marvel fan. Although some people have been saying they think Rob Liefeld bought it back, but I think Rob's just happy seeing art appreciate. You know what? That cover, that page deserved to hit that number. The cable as well. So, all right, 44 people watching YouTube alone, but only 33 likes on YouTube alone. Let's see. All right, I'm going to do a couple of quick pages. The press market for Newton and for Pod. All right, we're going to go through this quick because our special guests are more important. So we have this Green Lantern, Fernando Pasarin, with Guy Gardner and John Stewart in the top. Check it out. I'm just going to do this at $100. When is Nick going on Ruben show? December 8th. Ruben, Comic Link launched last night. So $100 for this. And Ruben, speaking of our special guest, the one piece of art that you can take off my calf or I can send to you is the Daredevil #1 page by Joe Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti. So, all right, $100. We're going to move quickly, guys. Then we have the Detective. Let's do the Detective 1059, page 18. This is Gray Line. Ivan Reyes, pencils, blue line, gray line, and then inked by Danny Mickey, $100. So got a nice image of Batman's gray line. Yes. Mickey calls it gray line, not blue line. You know it's gray line when it has Wayne Enterprises in the top. That's to tell you that he used gray line. I mean, Mickey does such a good job, and we got a claim. All right, that's a quick claim. Mickey does such a great job that you can't even tell it. Can't keep up with these new terms. What do you mean, Nick? It's a celebration company, not a show and tell. It's not a show and tell episode. Ruben, it's part of celebrating my company. When we're on the air, I'll explain it to you. Okay? That's why I said the one piece of art. It's not a lot of art. There's one piece that I think is important in talking about the 20th anniversary. So, plain. All right, let's show the last one. The last really affordable page, the 1067. The fact that you got Two-Face, you've got the photo of Thomas and Martha Wayne, you've got Bruce Wayne at the bottom, reminiscing. Let's see. Hey, Maki Poo Poo, long time no see. That you can't have, maybe also one you can. Yeah. So this is, you know what? Let's make this $200. Comic Dunes, and you know what? You just got it for $50 less too. Comic Dunes, $200. All right, and Comic Dune, do a trifecta with the Green Lanterns TV show coming out, and with Guy Gardner being in the Superman movie. Get the last one for $100. I'm kidding. Email me and let me know of any art you want. It'll just be one page and I'll send it to you. Well, gray line is printed gray and blue is blue. Yeah, you are correct. So I'm in. What does that mean? Does that mean you want the Green Lantern? All right. He claims the Green Lantern. All right, let's go to the Dark Tower because we got two special guests that are more important than me. All right. What do we got these at, Jay? Just pop them up. Let's get past this real quick. All right. That's a mistake. I've been rushing. So that's the cover to number 1. It's 3,000 MSRP, 1,800 IP. So this is actually $1,800. The Tower Gunslinger, the Little Sisters of Eluria. So MSRP, mighty suggested retail price. So $1,800. And Jay, so this is almost 15 years old. And then the cover to number 2 is $1,500 if you want to start working on that. So that's $1,500. It's 2,800 MSRP, 1,500 IP. So marvelous suggested retail price. This is what I'm going to do. If somebody wants to buy both, because I got to move on because we got two special guests. If somebody wants to buy both for $2,750. All right. Show the other one more time, Jay. Let's go back and forth once. Put the information for number 1 up. Perfect. So, and obviously this is just Luke Ross. Richard did not color this. If you want just number 1, it's $1,800 detail on that. And let's show number 2 one more time. And if you want number 2 by itself, it's $1,500. But to get here quickly, if somebody bought both, $2,750, which is a steal. All right, pure pencils. All right, let's bring in our special guests.
Howdy.
I love it. Amanda Connor and her husband. Oh, man.
I put that on. She's the important one here, so,
Yes, she is.
Yep.
How you guys doing tonight?
Good, Nikki. How are you doing?
Good. Somebody was asking about Valiant artwork, but you guys got to get to Jimmy quicker. He put the EXO in Heritage and went for $66,000.
Oh, that was the Ninjak. The Ninjak. The splash. I think it went for around there, but I still have some Solar pages and stuff like that. But all the Ninjak stuff is gone.
We can always come back and do the Solars one day. We do have a lot of.
I still got a nice big double page splash from Solar.
Nice.
By Peter Grau. Peter Grau is the penciler on it. It's good.
So before we want Valiant, before we get into this, I want to let everybody know whatever you claim from Jimmy and Amanda, you will be paying them directly. We're not making anything on it. So you will pay them directly. They will let you know, Jimmy, whatever your PayPal address is, whatever do you want everybody to fill out our submission form and then we'll send it to you? Or do you want to give everybody your email address? Either one works. It's easy either way.
I think we'll go through you, Nick. I think that might be a better way to go.
It is the better way.
I don't want to hear from everybody constantly, but that's what social media is for.
Exactly. Alex, how are you, man? Jack Steele, good to see you. So
I was watching, Nikki. I was watching that Heritage auction. People have a lot of money. That's all I have to say. Some of those prices were crazy.
Money.
Yeah,
I know. It was funny. Like there was one thing I thought I had a hope of getting, the Mike Sikowski Justice League splash.
Well, it was low. The bid was low on that. And then as soon as it went live, it went up $10,000.
It was like at 3,400 or 4,400. I'm like, I can go to $6,000 plus juice on this. Maybe it'll fall between the cracks. And then boom, after a few bids, $19,000. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I think that's overpriced. Like I don't know if you do this. I put in my bids at what I think it's worth. And then I check. Sometimes I miss the auction completely, and then I check later on, and I see I didn't get anything, but I did get something a couple of weeks ago or a month ago. I got a 5-page little Annie Fanny story that I bid on, and I didn't think I would win, by Kurtzman and Elder, and so once in a while you do get lucky, you know.
You do, and that really is the smartest thing to do is just put in your bid and walk away.
Right.
I remember putting in a bid for a Ron Friends Hobgoblin trade paperback cover, and it might have been inked by Perez. I can't remember. And I'm like, if I stay here, I will keep going. I need to walk away.
Yeah.
Ended up winning it. I was so surprised.
It's good.
Yeah, I thought the Jim Lee stuff was way overpriced. I thought there was a whole bunch of stuff I thought was just so high, you know, because you got to put on you also have those fees. So the stuff comes in really, really high, you know.
You can, if you're in California, you're basically adding 30%, 32% because you're paying taxes on the juice too. So you're basically paying 32% premium. You guys don't have sales tax in Florida, do you? Or you have sales tax and not income tax?
No income tax.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Marcus wants to know if you're going to sell the Kurtzman tonight.
No, I could show them, but I'm not going to sell them. Well, actually, I can't show them because I think you'll get kicked off YouTube. There's a lot of nudity on them. You know.
You know what? Marcus wants to be. We were in YouTube jail for a week because we had a link to one of our Kickstarters that had Karma on it, and YouTube went to the link, and it was adult, and so they kicked us out for a week. That's right, like Karma.
Yeah, thank you, Marcelo, by the way, for backing the Kickstarter. Yeah, that's the Kickstarter. It's the Deadly Trio. It's the one we have live right now.
Do you want to, Jay? Do you have the link to it? Can you put the link in the comments and the chat so that hopefully some people will back it? Yes, Nick had bad karma. Story of my life.
Well, we're happy to be here, Nick. It's been a long, we were waiting to get invited to your show. So
the part where I told them they had an open invitation, Jimmy just wanted to wait to hold it over on me.
You know when people tell you, they're like, oh, you should, next time you're in town, come to my house. You have an open invitation. Is different than them saying, hey, next Friday, do you want to come over? You know, it's different. Everybody says that. Hey, if you're ever in Florida, stop by my house. Yeah, but it's different when you say, hey, you know what? How about next Friday?
Jimmy, you've known me for 32 years and 4 months because it was San Diego, 1993. So, okay, 30.
It's those 4 months I regret.
Exactly. So, I had bad karma, but good Parmesan. It's the Deadly Trio, Jay. Go to Karma. or go to Google, put in Kickstarter,
Kickstarter,
Jimmy Palmiotti, and it'll pop up.
Yeah, Kickstarter. Just put Kickstarter Deadly Trio. It'll pop up. But I appreciate that, Jay.
Yeah. So I talked to Joe Quesada. It might have been summer of '92. It was whenever he was working on X Factor.
Right.
And Joe pigeonholes people. Like, he so pigeonholes people. We're supposed to have breakfast. He says to Jimmy, "Hey, do you know this guy Nick Barucci?" Like, all Italians know each other.
Right.
Having breakfast with him tomorrow morning. Listen, can you come with me? And if I give you the sign, you get us out of there? Because, I don't know, the guy's a little aggressive. And so we go have breakfast, and Joe's like giving him the sign, let's get out of here. And Jimmy's like, oh, really? What else do you want to talk about, Nick? No, I'm kidding. I don't remember it going like that. But,
no, I just remember meeting you, and I felt like I knew you forever. And, we've between us, we have a lot of crazy stories, Nick. So, stuff that somebody else is going to have to write after we're both dead.
Yes.
Because they're just crazy times. But I think in the beginning you were doing a lot of the signed comics and a lot of this stuff, way back when, and you actually did our first toy, which is the Ash toy. It was you and what was the company? The guys.
Palisade. It was
Palisades, and our first Ash toy, which I have somewhere back here. I got it right here. You guys did that. That was the first thing toy Joe and I did, and it was the creator-owned character, the Ash toys. I just got a couple of these recently. I usually sign them and then sell them pretty quick, but this one I kept. It was in beautiful condition.
That is in beautiful condition.
But you guys did this, and then this is the glow in the dark one, and that's the back. That's kind of cool. It has Ash and Painkiller Jane, and then the next one you guys did was Jane, and we did pretty well with them.
Yeah.
This one they also light up. The hair lights up on some of them. Cool. But what a great toy! It was definitely gave Todd's toys competition because the detail on this and the way it was able to bend and everything. This was a great toy by Palisades and Dynamite, and man, it was good times. That was 1997. This came out.
Wow.
Yeah.
27 years ago.
Yeah, man, that's a while ago.
Well,
we still have all that Ash artwork, by the way, Joe and I. I told them, I said, let's scan it and then sell it because, if we don't sell it soon, everybody that bought it is going to die off and nobody's going to care. So
create the artist edition, sell that.
Right.
And then sell the pages. Start off by selling 3 a month. Keep the prices high, and then start selling more.
We sell we just sell them all in one shot. Some millionaire with his Bitcoin, just come and offer us all the artwork, the whole stack.
Well, I gotta tell you, listen, you've inked a lot of luminaries, stuff like where you've inked Paul Gulacy. Those are going for a lot of money. You've inked Texiera, those go for money, but you and Joe Q, there is so little art out there. Those go for a huge premium. Look, the Ninjak cover. I was talking to someone who I think he said he had talked to you about buying it, and it was like 40 or 45,000.
Yep.
Ooh. And then when he saw it go for 66 on the Heritage, he was like, oh.
Well, I held out because I told him, I said, you're going to have to go a little higher. He couldn't go higher. So I said, I think I could get more for it because there's not many of these things out there. It's just, that's like so 90s. It's not funny. That cover is like the 90s, the wraparound thing. It's a shame we sold that EXO cover many, many years ago because that would have definitely been a good one. But, you kind of, over the years, Joe and I sold almost everything we had. I mean, when you go to look at, I think Quan sells Joe's work, right? There's nothing there that I inked in that whole thing. He tells me anything you ink goes right away. And I'm like, yeah, I said, because we did some popular stuff and, But Nikki has a lot of Daredevil pages by me and Joe, right, Nick?
I have some.
Yeah.
I have more, a little bit more than a few.
Yeah, I know. That. Smart, and they're all signed by Kevin.
Yes. The funny thing is, I think that, well, here's a quick funny story. You know when the Daredevil #3 by David Mandel sold for like 130,000 or something?
Yes.
Someone actually offered me 100 for the cover you and Joe gave me.
Right.
And I made the comment to the guy. I was like, first of all, it's a gift. I'm not selling it. I don't believe you can sell gifts unless you need the money.
Or you take gifts on a trip, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And I said, my other philosophy is if I sell a gift, I'm going to give the artist half the money. So 25% will go to Joe and 25% will go to Jimmy because it's a gift. And, you know, he gave me every excuse in the book for me to sell it to him. He's like, look, if they would have sold it in 1998, they would have gotten maybe $400. So that's like they only gave you $400. I said, yes, that's one way to look at it, isn't it? I said, that's just the way I'm looking.
You know, Nikki, though, all those covers we gave to our friends, right? We didn't sell any of those covers. Those were gifts to friends.
Oh wow!
Yeah, the whole. So a bunch of the Daredevil covers were gifts. We gave you one. There's a certain amount of people that have them, and they were all gifts. So
did you and Joe keep one each at least?
No.
Oh man.
You know, Nikki, when it's your own artwork, you like look at it like, okay, there's that thing over there. You know, it's Amanda can back this up, right? You know, you don't get precious about your own artwork very much.
That's true. Jimmy gets precious about my artwork, but I'm not quite so
right. Her stuff I do.
precious about my own artwork.
But you know, if you know with the gifts, it's funny because recently I sold a couple of pieces by somebody I bought, another artist, and he wouldn't take money for. Like I sold him, I made good money from him. Now I did buy it from him when he had it at the show, so I paid what he wanted for it. I didn't get any discount, but when I sold it, I offered him a percentage of the money, and he wouldn't take it. So I wound up sending him a painting by an artist he liked. I said it's the least I can do, and I got him a painting, and he was floored that I did it. And I was like, yeah, because when you know, like sometimes you feel like you know, I'm making so much on this, I got to take care of the guys.
Yeah,
it would be a lovely business if. Like anytime something sold, Heritage made sure the artists, if they were still alive, would get like 10% or 5% of whatever the overall thing was. Because I think a lot of the stuff is, we have a lot of older artists that are just barely getting by. It would be so wonderful to give them a piece of that, you know? I think it would be like the coolest policy in the world. I don't know if anybody ever do it, and I know it involves a lot of paperwork, but I do remember when Neil Adams was alive and he would see some of the stuff going for crazy money. He was so bummed that he didn't benefit from it, you know, and we were too. And I just think, you know, when these auction houses add all this extra money on it, maybe take 2 or 3% or 4% or 5% and give it to the original artists if they're still around, because you know, would be a cool thing. But that
even if they made it optional, if they said, do you want to add like a tip jar for lack of a better way?
Yeah, that's a cool thing. One day somebody will do that. But anyway, I can go on. And
yeah,
Anna right here. I'm just her husband. I'm just her husband. So
so we've got some Jimmy and Amanda art. We have a lot more people than when we started, so I want to bring it up one more time. Anything that we sell of Amanda's tonight, you will fill out the form like you normally would for us, but then you'll get billed by either Jimmy or Patrick, who works with Jimmy, for the cost of the art, and they'll tell you how much shipping is. You're going to pay them directly. We're not making any money, so we want you to just take care of them directly.
Yeah, we'll get it to you pretty quick. So Patrick's really great with this stuff.
I think one quick thing that I'll say is at least artists today, for the most part, have the benefit of seeing what happened in the past. Because you're right, a lot of the 60s, 70s, and 80s artists, they sold it cheap. But the artists today have definitely increased their prices because of it.
Yeah, I mean, although it is weird, Nikki, the idea of selling a pencil page and then selling an inked page. And I always talk to pencil and inking teams, and I always tell them, keep the pages together, sell them 2 at a time. You get pencil and you get the ink, and then just split the book 1/3, 2/3. So everyone's happy. Don't separate them so much. I'm an art collector. I want the pencils and I want the inks. I want them both. I don't want the two separate things. But anyway.
All right,
on with the art.
On with the art. Let's show the first piece, Jay. It's dealer's choice. You can start with the least expensive piece or just go random.
Let's go to the cheap one first.
All right, go to the least expensive first. Enjoyed Sarah Knowledge and Passion. I don't play. I'm still absorbed into the art. Yeah, DJ, even when we don't buy the art, we still love it. So it's really cool. Look, and that's one of the nice things about, while Jay's looking for that, that's one of the nice things about watching the Heritage Auction is just being able to see everything. All right, so we've got, that's the wrong art, Jay.
I'm saying that.
Sorry.
That's okay.
You got it's the art that's all Amanda Connor.
Oh, it's none of it's yours?
Oh, I ate some.
Oh.
Yeah, mostly
Yeah,
that's why you're here. You're going to talk about it.
Okay.
No, after we sell all of your art, I'm putting a few pieces up for John Livesey, so help him out because he needs.
I'm gonna answer to TJ. I have only the cover for Time Bomb. Actually, Paul Galassi penciled and inked it all, and Paul has all 4 of the books or 3 of the books. He has all the artwork to it. Paul Galassi.
Nice.
He gave me the #1 cover as a gift.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love him. He's retired, Paul, so he's not drawing anymore. Okay, Excalibur.
Oh yeah.
Early.
Yeah.
That is early. That's
so
early.
Amanda, you did Gargoyles for Marvel in '93, and this is '94. How many years were you drawing at this point?
I was drawing professionally since in comics since 1988. So that would have been, was that 94? About 6 years, I guess. This might have been my first big superhero work that I got. I had been doing Gargoyles, and then before that I had been doing, Barbie, and I even did something called Bayou Billy, which, for Archie Comics, which was based on a video game. But this was my chance to actually do some superheroes, actual Marvel superheroes.
I didn't ink this. Somebody else inked this.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Don't remember. And who is this on the page? Because that's Amanda. What's her name? Excalibur. I don't know. The character's great.
I forgot.
You forgot to?
forgot.
Issue 80? Man,
I mean,
this
it
is
was
so long ago.
time ago.
94? So 90?
Read it in ages too.
This
It's
is
when you
30
do something,
years?
you don't read it. You're just like, oh, good, it's done, and then you read it when it comes out, and you're like,
Amanda
okay.
Sefton. Amanda Sefton. That's right. That's Amanda. And his name is Rory, right?
I don't
Rory?
remember that.
Yeah. This is one of your first Marvel gigs, right? One of them.
Well, I mean, I had been working
Gargoyles,
for Marvel for a while, but it was one of my first Marvel superhero
Your
gigs.
superhero gigs.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. It might have. I'm trying to think if it was maybe. Yeah, I mean, it was my first full issue. I had done backup stories. My first Marvel work was a Wasp and a Black Knight story. With when the Yellow Jacket was a female character, and so that was my first story for Marvel ever, but it was a backup story in Solo Avengers #12, and then I had another some stuff here and there with the Wasp and the She-Hulk, But then this was like my first, I think, full issue superhero book
Okay.
that I penciled.
All right.
And the inker was either Harry Calendario or Keith Champagne.
Oh,
was
Harry.
one-
I think it was Harry. I think it was, yeah. I
Candelario?
think so.
Harry Candelario.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Harry. Nice guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's $250. If anybody's interested, let us know.
Guys, this is 30 years old.
It is.
Not even $10 a year.
Wow. It's got the lettering on it and everything.
Yeah, I mean it's rare now to have the lettering on the comics anymore on the art. I love lettering on the art.
Yeah.
By the way.
So, yeah, I don't know if is it pasted on or is it?
No, it looks like it's
ink-
hand.
Is it
it's done
actually
done by
hand
yeah.
lettered?
Yeah.
That's cool. Like nobody hand letters anymore. It's pretty rare to see that.
It's I think John Workman may be the last one.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. I think. Yeah, I think you're right. I think John maybe is it.
I hand letter the pro when I do the pro.
That's it. Amanda hand letters her own art.
I mean, it's not pretty, but it works. You
Yeah.
can read it.
Good. All right, we
The
can move
pro,
on.
the pro, yeah, we'll go to the next piece. But the pro was one of the How did that come together? The pro, because that is one of the craziest books. And talk about how to destroy a plane in one shot.
It's literally. It was. You know.
It was in Germany. We came up with it in Germany.
Yeah, we were in a bar in Germany, Essen, Germany, with Garth and John McCrae.
Yeah.
We were drinking way too much, and we started talking about what if there was a superhero that was a prostitute. And then Amanda drew on a napkin, and pretty much after that, we said, well, maybe we can do this as a book. And we did, and nobody wanted it, but Image finally took it. We pitched it to DC. We pitched it to a whole bunch of companies. They all turned it down. They were like, no way. But we did offer it to DC. They just didn't want, they weren't interested.
That's fun. And Marcus says, I only buy to flip. Yeah, Marcus, you buy to flip, but you flip it like 40 years later. Marcus,
that's how you flip it when you're dead. Somebody else flips it.
Well, Marcus has the cover to Transformers #1.
Nice.
So, and he had a few Aparo covers. One that I needed to complete an Aparo book, which was pretty cool.
Oh.
I don't think the pro's going to cross over with any characters.
Oh, we're open to anything. I would love to do Painkiller Jane Pro. It would have to be Jane really drunk and the pro, like, you know.
I'm in.
You're in. Amanda wants to draw that one, so there you go. If we can get Godzilla in the book too, that'll work.
Yes.
That'll be fun.
Okay.
All right, let's get the next piece up, Jay.
So this is Excalibur again.
Yep.
Same story. Same maker.
Is it the next page?
It looks like it, yeah.
Oh, Muir Island. Okay, so this is X-Men stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the superheroes not wearing their costumes page.
Yeah.
with a lot of story going on. Do you remember who wrote the story?
Scott Lobdell with
Scott Lobdell. All right.
I think like Chris Cooper or somebody.
Oh,
the first was 17 and this is 30. Okay.
If it's Chris Cooper, he's the guy that he's very famous now, Chris Cooper.
He is.
Oh, yeah,
he's a photographer. He's a photographer, and he had that situation at Central Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy times.
Thank God he recorded it.
I know. Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Michael. This is page 30. So it's towards the end of the book.
Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. Guys, this is all great art and really affordable.
Yep.
What do we got next, Jay?
Oh, that looks good. It's the same one.
That's the one from the first one.
This one's now $249 if you want it.
Yeah, right. Jay, God.
We'll bargain if somebody wants to make an offer. We can mess with things. So just don't be insulted.
Jay's pulling up the right page.
It could be random anything. It doesn't matter. We don't have to go in order. Whatever makes it easy for him.
Corey's got a good one. I only buy what I like, then I try to forget what I paid for it.
Yeah, that's pretty much my my MO, man. You know.
I set up the wrong page. Give me just a second. I got it down.
That's okay. That's okay.
No worries.
This is Amanda's cover from the Deadly Trio. Let me take it out of the bag.
Yeah.
So the Kickstarter that's live. So if anybody, we got this really nice cover by Amanda. I got one by Joe Linsner, which is just beautiful painted cover that's just gorgeous. And there's a lot of great covers on these books. Billy Tucci did one. And Chad Hardin, we love Chad. That guy is not lazy. Look at that.
Well, this is a unique Kickstarter because it's you, Billy, and Brian together. So,
yeah.
Is it all new characters?
Yeah, it is. Each of us made up. Amanda and I made up 2 characters. It's the main cat, Dorian, and her cat, and then Brian made up one, and then Billy made up one, and then I kind of structured the whole story, and then we each wrote our sections together and then put it all together into one book, and it's pretty cool. It's very sci-fi, a little bit Star Wars, but with sexy girls.
Last time I looked, I think it was over $40,000, which is really good for
Yeah,
for a
we're
start.
expecting to have a good weekend with the Kickstarter because I had a couple of people tell me they're going to wait till the weekend to back it. And, we're hoping people give it a shot. It's free shipping, so you can buy the regular book for $20 and you get it free shipping. So
That's good.
that right there is a deal. All that stuff is free shipping, and they're really price reasonable. Brian really kept the prices low just to get more people to buy the book. And Adriana Milo, yes, she did the cover. She did the inside. The inside's gorgeous on the book. It's just beautiful.
The thing about Adriana, I mean, when you think about it, she was at DC working on Birds of Prey and a lot of other high-profile books. So getting her on here is great. Thank you, Maki Poo Poo. Really appreciate
Maki Poo Poo. We appreciate it, and we like saying that name, Maki Poo Poo.
Yes,
Man, to
Maki
say
Poo
it.
Poo.
What?
Lucky poo poo.
Maki Poo Poo.
So Nick, what happened was I was sent the same 2 pictures, and they were labeled for the gargoyles. So the gargoyles, this one. And
Well, that's Excalibur.
That's Excalibur.
Yeah.
That's gargoyles.
That's gargoyles. Okay. Yeah.
All right, guys, get the gargoyles. Oh, Dwayne's a pain back to this well. Thanks, Dwayne. Get the gargoyles. This is a great price.
Yeah, issue 9 and page 2. I guess he shot the picture when it was in a bag because it looks like it's catching light.
Yeah.
That is a bargain, $250. Look how beautiful first panel. They're smelling a dead guy, by the way. That's why she's holding her nose right there. But it's just who are the characters, Amanda? Do you remember?
That's Elisa.
Right.
And a coroner and a dead guy.
There
The one thing to mention to everybody, Amanda did a show with Bill 2 Baltimore Comic Cons ago, and I remember because it was when my mom fell and was in the hospital. I had to skip Baltimore Comic Con, but it was 2 Baltimore Comic Cons ago, so 15 months ago, and she had a few Gargoyles pages, and they all sold right away.
Oh yeah.
So this is another one. This is a great price. The one thing I'll say about this, I'll give everybody a chance to get this. If this doesn't sell by the end of the show, I'm buying this.
Nikki's buying. Yeah, Nikki does that once in a while, folks. But yeah, Gargoyles page, let's be honest, you can't really find them anymore. I mean, this book came out in '95. The lettering's on the page. Some of it's pasted, though. I think some of the paste,
I think they did the that's when they started doing the pasting.
Right, but it's beautiful black and white art from the books, and it's a great price. I think it's a real reasonable price, especially for Amanda. And Amanda will sign it on the bottom when we send it to you, if you buy it.
Yeah, she can personalize it as well if you want.
Yep.
You can.
You can. Okay. All right, we can move on.
All right, next piece.
More gargoyles.
Another Gargoyles page. Now, this is an example of the word balloons. They paste them on, and then they all fall off.
Yeah.
Because it's old, too. And the page is from '95. Issue 10, page 4. Who are these characters, Amanda?
Elisa, and it looks like...
Who's the big guy in the background?
Is he the bad guy?
He's a detective. The guy's the brother's a cop too.
I think I can't remember, man. This is a long time ago. Might have been her brother or maybe her father.
Who wrote this comic?
Martin
Pasco, I think. Marty Pasco.
Marty Pasco. Okay,
yes,
man.
Marty Pasco. Yeah. That's that might be her brother or her father. I can't in the background, but that's her, like a young cop.
Is that Batman in the second panel behind the cat? Is that Catwoman? No. Okay. All right. Anyway, we can move from here. It doesn't seem like it's a Gargoyles crowd.
Guys, this is a great deal. Come on, let's show some support for Amanda. Show some love.
Amanda gets no dinner. If she doesn't sell a page, there's no dinner for her tonight.
Well, we got one sold.
Unfortunately, page 11 was also mislabeled, so it is the Excalibur page again.
Okay.
So let me see if I can find another piece.
All right.
While we're doing that,
don't worry about the markings. You can just put up what you see that's different, I guess. We'll figure it out what it is. I think we have a.
Nick's not allowed to get involved anymore. Nick screws it up every time.
What was this book? This was Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think they were doing like digests,
Spider-Man digest,
like stories.
Who's chasing Spider-Man?
It's Aunt May and a doppelganger Aunt May or cloned. I'm not sure.
Two Aunt Mays.
Are after Spider-Man and beating him.
Oh, it's Marvel Adventures Spider-Man 13, 2006.
Yeah.
We can negotiate if you want, if somebody wants it.
I think also it looks like some light hit it. It actually.
Well, the photo is terrible.
Yeah, so it's not. The art is all there. That little corner on the right-hand side of the page that looks like there's no art on it. There is art on it.
We were asking $4,000 for this, but we would negotiate if anybody really a big Spider-Man fan. Poor Spider-Man's getting beaten up by old ladies. That's fantastic.
One quick question for you, Amanda, Jimmy. If somebody wanted to have a little bit of time and put like 25% down, would that work for you?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah,
we're gonna work with people. We want people to get art.
So if there is a piece you guys have May the 1st and May the 2nd. I like that, Jeffrey. May rollers bring May powers.
They cloned Aunt May. I guess.
So if you guys want to pick something out, get yourself something for a gift for yourself. 25% down, and we got a payment plan with Amanda and Jimmy, and
we'll figure it out.
You can get some nice art.
All right.
Jay, put on another piece, and if you got to look it up, you look it up while we talk about it.
Those were the only two, but for Cab, it was Gargoyles number 11, page 6, and it was for $275. He was just asking for the price. I don't have the picture though.
Okay.
Gargoyles, what issue and what page?
Gargoyles number 11, page 6.
Amy, can you find Gargoyles 11, page 6 and upload it to Slack? Yeah. So thank you for being a friend. All right, what else is there that is? Oh, this one's great. I love this cover.
So is it Marvel Adventures Spider-Man 14 cover with Black Cat and Tiki?
Yeah, it's
the
like
Tiki thing. What's that?
It's like a little amulet.
And we're asking $3,500 for that one.
Pretty sure she stole it.
Of course she stole it.
And it's got the coloring notes in the side. And I hope it's coloring notes and not like somebody's medical records.
Yeah.
So I've done that before. I've just written stuff on on the side of a page. So
Tiki. That's what CJ designs it. So anyway, that was Adventure Spider-Man 14 cover by Amanda Conner, and I did ink that one. My name is signed in 3D down there. It's a fun one.
Yeah.
And again, it's catching some reflection because it was in a bag. I think Patrick, maybe however the photo was taken, it wasn't.
Yeah, it looks like it's
reflecting light. Nice.
Yeah, like there's some the black looks a little faded on the right hand side next to the idol, but it's actually a flat black there.
All right. Can move on from there, Nick.
All right, Jay, what do we got
All right,
next?
so I was trying to message Amy. She sent me the same Excalibur page for the Gargoyles page.
Amy, it's Gargoyles art. Just upload any Gargoyles art.
I did.
She said he said it's an Excalibur page.
I like that it sounds like gargles.
Yeah, really. Our machines aren't working. I need to write down this patient's vitals. Does anyone have anything to write on Amanda Connor? All I have is art, ER doctor. It'll have to do. That's funny. Jeffrey always got funny stuff. Him and Marcus.
Amanda, what's this?
That is Red Sonja.
Number 7. It's a large piece of art too. It's not. It makes it. You don't get a sense of it. It's $3,500. That's from Nikki's books, from Dynamite cover.
Yeah.
Red Sonja number 7. Who was writing that one? Do you remember? Is that Gail Simone? Frank Thierry.
This is from 2009. So this was the Mirka, and this is the series you guys worked on, isn't it? Or is it the Mirka and Dolpho?
No,
this was from. I want to say it was Gail Simone.
I think it was the one that
right.
No.
Mark Russell. Mark Russell.
Did, yeah.
Mark Russell.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a pretty piece, boy. It's big too. It's a large piece of art. It's not the greatest photo because we're not getting the detail on the gray under her neck. So it's the original looks much nicer.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's got some pencil shading on the lips and under her chin, but it's hard to see.
Yeah, this copy's terrible of it, but the cover's beautiful. In real life, it's stunning.
Jay, can you find the cover online real quick just to show?
Could you say what it was again, please?
Sure. Red Sonja number 7 cover of 2019 from
just to show the colors.
Dynamite Comics.
All right, give me just a second.
All right, guys. Here's what I'll throw out to you. Pick this up, and I will kick in $250 of it. So it'll be $3,250. Let's get a real sale going. Otherwise, Nikki looks like he sucks.
Yes, this is these covers. The covers these average around $5,000 to $6,000. The Red Sonja covers. So this is we kind of put one in the show for a little cheaper. But it's a beautiful cover. Like I said, it's the reproduction of it's not great. That's on us. That's on us for that, because there's a lot of pencil. You see it around the lines. You see it on the lips. And you see it under the neck that it didn't print 100% on this.
I wonder if I have a better scan of it.
Yeah, Patrick took a photo, I guess, but the pieces do in person look way better in person. Yes, Mike. Thank you, Mike, for that.
Mike, Mike's picked up a few covers from me.
Yeah.
If this was something you were interested in, again, Amanda and Jimmy will work with you on the payment plan.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've picked up a Amanda Connor piece anywhere else, but this is stunning, and the actual colored cover is fantastic. But as you said, when you have it in front of you in black and white, it's all the difference in the world. Let's see, what should Neil do? What did Neil and Comic Art Boston saying? Always got to pick up the conversation as we're going.
Here you go. Let's see. See it? Right there.
That's awesome.
That's the Paul's kick-ass coloring on it.
Yeah.
So good.
There you go. You'll see, you can see that there's pen under the neck and the detail on it that you can't see in the art. But that's the finished cover. What a great cover.
Yeah.
That was a fun comic, too. That was a fun series.
Yeah.
It was chatty.
It was. Neil, you should pick up. I agree with Comic Art Boston. This is a great chance to pick up a Gargoyles page, guys. I'm not overselling this when I say this. The '90s art from Amanda, the Gargoyles, the Excalibur, they're probably being offered at half of what they would go for at auction.
Yeah,
all the '90s art is lifting right now. If Amanda and Jimmy just put that stuff in those pages in Heritage, they would come out further ahead. Yeah. So, and Neil, I mean, Gargoyles with the potential new animated series coming out, it'll really take off. Mike,
yeah, we sold all. We bought a stack of pages to CAF last year. They averaged like 600 to 900. They character pages and stuff, and we sold every single one of them.
All right, cool. So we got 2 sold. So Neil is picking up the first Gargoyles page, and Dwayne is picking up Gargoyles 10 page.
All right, we got one right up here, issue 11. Amanda, what's going on in this page?
Elisa apparently is working undercover, and she's getting attacked by some thug in an alley.
This one's 275, and it's pretty. And it's lettered on the art.
You can tell she's working undercover because of the leopard pants.
Right, because is that your undercover pants?
Those are my undercover pants. I have leopard pants, and those are my undercover pants.
Yeah, there you go.
I've had leopard pants for like for the past 30 years. I've been buying leopard pants. So
crazy.
I have a thing for leopard pants.
And again, the last panel is just because the photo's not great.
Right. Yeah, that hand is there.
It's there.
That hand exists.
Yeah, you can tell in the panel above it. It looks like the light goes all the way up the thing. It's just a bad photo of it.
Yeah, it's like reflecting off of, I guess.
These are old pages, though. They are from many, almost 30 years ago. 29 years.
I have 2 pages that I bought. And I'm telling you guys, they really are beautiful. I picked them up when Amanda and Jimmy were on Bill's show. Again, that was like 15 months ago. So, Dwayne, you rock. Yes, he does. Let's go to the next piece.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. Another Sonia.
That's from the same series, I think.
Yes, and Red Sonja 8. This is again, it's a big piece of art. It's a little larger than I think a regular cover.
Is it?
I think it is. I'm pretty sure you did some of these pretty big, but I could be wrong. Anyway, here it is. Let's see. I'm gonna put it there. So you can see. Oh, there you go. He's on the ball. All right.
Thank you.
I will say I noticed something weird with the coloring on the cover, Nikki. You can tell me. Her chest looks yellowish. It printed yellow.
It does.
Like I wonder what something wacky there. But
the sun. It's the sun hitting it.
But the line work is just beautiful. Darwin Cook and I used to talk because we used to say, Amanda, when you first started, people were like, "Oh, the art's very simple and it's very." And Darwin Cook used to yell at everybody. It's like it's harder to do a simple line drawing than it is to overcomplicate things and just throw a million lines on things. Like you have to, the guys that do this, the basic, the really beautiful, like Amanda, like the simple line to get the point across is actually more work than people think it is. We used to write, Nikki, way back when people used to think the more lines you put, that means it was a better art. And I think, Bruce, Tim, Darwin, and Amanda, man, it's, those guys, the simplicity is the tough part.
Look, the reality is that there's a reason why Amanda and Darwin's art is so well regarded, so well respected, and why not only is Amanda and not only was Darwin critically acclaimed. I'm not putting Bruce in here for no other reason than he doesn't do that much work.
Right.
But Amanda and Darwin's art is so sought after, and the comics they work on is so sought after because the art is so beautiful. So yes, putting in less lines on Red Sonja definitely helps the impact of it. But it's not just the original art. I mean, the fans vote with their dollars. They buy everything that Amanda does. I mean, when Amanda, I can't remember exactly, but Darwin said something to you when you were doing the Before Watchmen Silk series. What was it that he said? I think he was just like, did you like co-plot it with him or something?
Yeah. Yeah, we wrote it together and I drew it.
Oh yeah, Darwin said he couldn't have anyone else draw it because he's never been a teenage girl. Number one, that was the first thing.
Yeah.
And
he goes, I need somebody who's been a teenage girl before. I was like,
right.
Oh, okay.
And then Amanda's story that she drew for the Watchmen was pretty much a love letter to Dave Gibbons.
Yeah.
Because Dave loved it. Dave told Amanda how much he liked what she did on that one. But that one was a ton of work, right?
Oh, it was, yeah, man. I did not get a lot of sleep those months that I was working on that book.
Yeah, but
yeah,
good stuff. Anyway, we can move to the next piece.
Let's see what's next.
Oh, Crypto and Supergirl.
Yeah.
It's Superman, Supergirl 30, I think it is, right? Tell us about that, Amanda.
I was doing some Supergirl covers, and I always, whenever I get Supergirl, I always like ask them if I could put Crypto in because I like the dynamic of Crypto and Supergirl together, and clearly she's like beating up some multi-headed alien. It looks like with.
Sorry. There it is. There you got it. Who colored that? Is that Paul Mounts?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
He's so good.
The Supergirl, that's a wild costume.
Yeah, they for a hot minute they gave her a different costume.
Yeah, Crypto's got a good bite on that technical there.
Yeah.
We used to have a lot more of the Supergirl Crypto covers, and for the past year or two we sold most of them. People love that. Yeah, they just like Supergirl and Crypto, I think.
Yeah.
Like
well, also Crypto is going to be in the Superman movie, so there's been a lot of.
Is he really?
I didn't know that. That's great.
Yeah. Comic Art Boston definitely. Comic Art Boston has to check out for a little bit, but he's going to watch the whole show and may come back later. So.
Nice seeing you.
Oh, it's good to see you.
All right, we can move
on. But guys, again, you've got a great cover. This is one of Amanda's last covers with Supergirl and Crypto. With this, not that that's the only reason to buy it. I mean, look, Mark Andreyko worked on this with Kevin McGuire. They made a great team. It's beautiful. And Amanda's
I love.
Yep.
Yeah. And Amanda's art on the cover is icing on the cake. And again, guys, they're willing to discuss any reasonable offers.
Yeah.
And also with like 25% down, you can make time payments. So it's a good opportunity.
Yep. We go to the next one.
Vampy.
All right. This one, by the way, I did not want to sell. I mean, it's the hottest looking Vampirella cover ever on motorcycles. This is the cover number 25 in the year 2000. I inked this one. I just remember this. Of course, they're looking through binoculars at that. Who wouldn't be looking at that? But just Vampirella's ass on that seat with the "Bite Me" plate, and then that's
Panther.
Panther, yeah. So there's Panther with leopard skin gloves and everything. It's just. I think this is the bargain of all the covers on here. It's just stunning, and $3,500 is so reasonable on this. I can't tell you. So I think if anybody grabs this, it's probably the best deal out of everything in there. But it's also one of my favorite Vampy covers because I never get to see her on a motorcycle. It's just got the hot chicks on motorcycles. It's just not a cover you see too much. You don't see Vampy like that. I'd read a whole book of Vampy being a biker.
Right?
Yeah. Look at that.
And the leather jacket and her pulling down the glasses like that. That's like the sexy librarian look too.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite covers. I just remember giving it to Patrick going, I don't want to give this to you, but I gotta give you something. We gotta eat. So done in 2000. So 24 years old,
2000. Wow.
But boy, I love thinking that cover. I just remember handing it into Harris Comics up there, and Johnny Reingold laughing, going, "I could put this on a motorcycle cover, and it'll be just as good." And I said, "Yeah, man." And it's just a lot of fun. There it is. Yeah, look at that. Yep.
All right, so this is if nobody buys this cover, this is the cover that I'm buying. I was tempted by the Red Sonias, and I was thinking about the one with the coin.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough though. I mean, that's I just love that cover. That's me personally. I can rave about that cover all day long because I think it's great. Vamparucci. I want to write that book. He's just like biting old Italian ladies in the neck and sucking the pasta out of them, pasta sauce out. Yeah.
Guys, $3,500 is, I will say, that's really cheap on this. If nobody, again, you can put 25% down.
It's very cheap.
You can make time payments, but otherwise, I am buying this. This one I will buy if nobody else buys.
Somebody please take it away from Nikki. Nikki cannot have that. You have to take it away from Nikki. Don't let him get it. Nikki will buy everything. That's the problem. He wants it all, Nikki. I get it, Nick. I get the fever, man. I get it. But that is a great cover, though, Nick.
Just imagine what it'll do to Alex. That's funny.
Oh, that was
well,
that's from the Xena comic.
That's the title page.
Warrior Princess comic.
Corey.
And that was written by Robert Trebor, who was what character?
He was my brain fart is happening again. He was
the actor on the on Xena.
He was oh my god, I can't remember the character's name.
But he wrote that, and then you look at the top credits as Amanda and me, Kenny Lopez. It's lettered on the art. Look at that beautiful logo on the top, the Theft of Young Luggies. And it's lettered on the page. And don't worry about the bottom right. It's because it's in a bag or plastic or something.
It's like the reflection on it. That's like whatever you see at the bottom right-hand side of the page, it doesn't look that shiny.
Is that Xena right there?
No, that's Gabrielle.
Oh, Gabrielle. It's Gabrielle. So you got a bevy of hot women in the first panel with the credit page. What more could you want out of her first panel? How much is this? $400. That's not bad.
No, that's cheap.
Salomonius, maybe it was Salomonius.
That's it. Thank you.
Salomonius wrote this story. Amanda and I did the art on it. We did it for Topps Comics back in '97, and it's $400. That's very reasonable for what a beautiful page. Just beautiful. Look at that.
Look at that. Jimmy, I don't know if you remember this, but when Xena came out from Topps, this was one of the hottest books in comics at the time.
Oh, yeah.
We did a signing on it, and you signed like 500 copies. I actually came to your house to sign them.
Yeah. Also from this story, Amanda gave a page to
Lucy Lawless.
Lucy Lawless.
Yeah,
at a Xena convention in Manhattan.
Yeah.
And Amanda went on stage and gave a page from this actual story to Lucy Lawless on stage. How cool is that?
That is awesome.
Yeah, $400. That's cheap. That's like the dinner we had yesterday. We had lunch with my brother for his birthday.
Oh.
And it was around $400.
Holy cow.
I'd rather have this page than that chicken parm I had. Anyway, it's a great page. As an art collector, I like any page that has the title handwritten on it, that it's the title page. That to me makes it instantly something I want, because it's, not only does it have lettering on it, but it has the actual title. The Theft of Young Lovelies. Can you go wrong? That's the cost of a Barucci steak dinner, and that's without Nikki drinking.
I got to tell you, the one thing that happened, I mean, Jimmy and Amanda know this. I was always a social drinker, drinking at conventions with everybody. I can't drink anymore. I actually get a headache from drinking now because
you did your drinking. It's okay. It's okay, Nick. I mean, you did your drinking.
I did enough
you got
for
it out of
like
your system.
Yeah, really. So last year,
do gummies. That's all. You got to do gummies. That's all.
Exactly. Guys, and look, Xena is still, she's always going to be in pop culture. I mean, they still have conventions that are on. There's like six.
Ooh, Nick, we're getting Comcast on your side. Hold on a second. Hold on just a second. Yeah. It doesn't usually happen on Friday, but
I have a Lucy Lawless story I can tell you. With Stan Lee. You want to hear it? Okay, so I'm going to the sci-fi party in San Diego, and there's an escalator to go up onto the roof where the party is, and they have this big party thing up there. As I'm going up the escalator, they have these couch things there that people are laying on, and then people are drinking and partying. There's a pool, and it's a very exclusive party. I mean, it was like all these different actors up there and anything. And on the bed, laying on the bed with a drink in his hand, next to Lucy Lawless, with a drink in her hand, was Stan Lee, laying on this couch with Lucy Lawless, both with drinks in their hands. And I'm coming up the escalator, and Stan looks over her shoulder and looks right at me and winks and smiles, and then goes back to talking to Lucy Lawless. And I thought it was a wonderful Stan Lee moment.
So they were all like reclining like sultans.
Yeah, they're like reclining like sultans. And of course, he's with the hottest girl there, Lucy Lawless. And he just looks up at me, sees me, smiles at his Stan smile, and winks, and then goes back to talking to her. That was my that was my Stan Lee Lucy Lawless moment.
That's a moment.
Yeah, it was a moment. Sarah Silverman was at that party too. She was sitting there.
Was she really?
Yeah, she was sitting there talking up a storm with a bunch of friends.
Am I still being Comcasted, guys? Am I still freezing?
No, you do.
You're okay right now, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's hit the next piece, Jay.
Doesn't look like we have any more from Amanda and Jimmy.
Okay.
So did you want to go? It ends with Xena.
That's what Stan said.
Oh, I'm sorry. There is one more.
Okay.
There's one more. Okay.
Let's see what that is. Oh, this is Amanda. Tell us what that is.
What is that? Oh, this is from Codename Knockout. Yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Price right?
Look at that.
It seems high.
Is it?
Yeah, I thought no.
Yeah, it seems high to me.
Yeah, it seems high.
Very high to me.
That's a Codename Knockout from Vertigo Comics. It's pencils by Amanda, inks by me, lettering. Not sure who did it. That seems a little high though. I'm going to say 600 on this page.
I'm looking it up now. I'm going.
Yeah, something. It just seems high to me. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
The one thing I'll say is, you know what I love about that layout?
There it is.
It reminds me of a Jamie Hernandez layout, doesn't it?
Thank you. That's a huge compliment. He's one of my favorites. He's like a huge inspiration for me.
Didn't you meet?
I got to meet him for the very first time in San Diego this past summer, and it was great. It was just like it was so cool just to meet him, and he's such an amazing artist.
Hey TJ, do you remember the price on it? Because I the $9.50, that doesn't sound right at all. If you remember, TJ, let me know. Because we sold we had other Codename Knockout pages, and I think we sold them all, but this one was put aside.
This actually, you know what? This I'm on your calf page. It actually says $250 on
How much?
Patrick's. $250.
Yeah, let's do $250 on that one.
That makes more sense.
I'm saying something seemed wrong with this.
All right, if nobody takes this, I'm totally claiming this with the cover.
$250. That's it. $250. Hey, went from $900 to $250. Talk about a bargain. But it's a fun page. It's hand lettered on the art. It's from 2002, so that's 22 years ago, right? And
wow,
it's when I was inking Amanda.
yeah.
It's a Vertigo comic.
And look at that in that last panel. It's like this is how everybody feels on airplanes now. It's like your knees are up to your chin.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like a typical airplane flight now. You know, it's like
I like the guy barfing in the first panel. How do you say that? Yeah, that's pretty good. Man is really good at that.
Did Jusco do the covers to this series?
J.G. Jones.
yeah,
JG
JG
He
Jones.
painted them. Yeah.
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 Yeah, this is 250. That's a steal right there. It's a great page. It
Sounds like it's mine.
Go.
Yeah. But take these pages away from Nikki, folks. You can't just buy everything. I fear Nikki coming to our house in Florida and letting them run around and look through things.
Just what I'll say is I'm looking forward to you saying I need to go to the kitchen and help Amanda with dinner.
There you go. And TJ's correct. Joe Chido did some of the covers too.
Oh,
as well.
that's right.
He
That's
painted.
right.
He painted some beautiful covers.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's and honestly, that's who I was thinking of. I knew they were painted covers, and for some reason, I thought it was Jusco. And maybe he did one cover. I can't remember.
Might have
Yeah,
a cover.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I'm now that you're saying Chido, I'm thinking.
Well, definitely
Joe-
JG and definitely
Joe Chido, yeah.
but Jessica might have done a cover
Maybe
it.
Jesco. Yeah. Anyway, 250 was originally 900.
It's a bargain.
It's a bargain. 250. Almost a quarter. 70% off. Anyway, it's a fun cover. It's classic Amanda. Expressions are everything on her characters.
That's my favorite thing to draw is facial expressions.
Mm-hmm. Can we zoom in on the image at all or no?
Jay, yeah, can you zoom in on the faces a little bit?
No, it's stationary. It's just
Stationary. Okay, thank you, buddy. Sorry, just asking. Well, that's it, Nikki. That's all we got tonight.
All right, let's do a quick recap.
Okay.
So Jay, let's do a recap. Let's show them all again. Two pieces sold. The first Gargoyles and then the other Gargoyles. So
This is Excalibur. This is from Amanda's first full issue of a
Or a superhero comic.
superhero comic,
Yeah.
right? Yep.
I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
It's a nice living room.
I know. I was always drawing my fantasy places to live.
It's a down shot is tough. That's a shot, by the way, when you're a comic artist, that the second panel is so hard to get right. The proportions of people standing, as opposed to how tall the window is, how tall the chairs are. It's the first thing in a portfolio when people show me their work and I see the proportions are all wrong. It's the thing people mess up the most is the bird's eye view looking down in a living room with people. It's so many ways to screw that up. It looks like Joe Kubert might have taught you how to do that a little bit.
Probably.
Yeah.
I did go to the Kubert school, so yeah.
Okay. And then this one's
Yeah, you're right.
250.
That's not that wouldn't be the next page because it's a different
Right, page-
character.
Page 30.
Yeah.
Excalibur. $250. How about making it 200 if somebody wants it $200? Why not?
wow.
200 for that for the first Excalibur page. You know what, Michael Lovitz? Yes, we'll take it because we want to make you happy tonight. It's Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So yes, 200, Nikki.
Sold.
We're good with that. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So-
Make people happy. And this one 200 as well, if anybody's interested. Doesn't have to be Michael. Don't want to shake down Michael. He's got enough. He's got to be worried about Thanksgiving, you know.
Yeah, right.
Go over someone else's house to eat. That's the best Thanksgiving you can have.
And you can buy another page for 200.
Right, there you go. All right. So
All right,
So-
let's go.
Gargoyles number 10 sold, and what was the other Gargoyles that sold?
The first Gargoyles
Number
page.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Steve has a good question for you, Amanda.
Oh yeah. I do use you get used to drawing what you're good at drawing, but every once in a while you'll be like, well, I need to draw this, and you're like, okay, I can't just do this out of my head, so I have to either go online.
Superman. When she needs Superman.
Sometimes I go online to find photographic reference, sometimes I will take my phone and take a picture of him.
Right.
Or I'll even take a picture of myself. Or if it's like your hand in a funny position, take a picture of your hand. So absolutely, yeah.
Phones are great now because you just shoot a million pictures. And,
yeah.
Things, but if you're an artist, it's the greatest thing to do to pose yourself and pose people, because then the poses are all yours, and it's accurate. And it's the best way. Yeah, I did model for the Rocket Cat. I did. I also was. I was also modeled for the rabbit too. I got the. Let's see here. Yeah.
That's funny.
The boxing rabbit.
That is like the scariest rabbit face on earth.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Marcus has some good pictures of Nick if you need references for Vampirucci.
Yeah, Vampirucci. We all have pictures of Nicky. I have pictures of Nicky when he was very young in the bar in Manhattan. I will say this. I have a lot of pictures.
I have pictures of you when you were very young in Manhattan.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm just saying.
You two are still very young. So that's good.
Young at heart. Young at heart. Okay, we got that gargoyle page. Yeah, that's a good one. How much was that? That was $250. Can't go lower on that one because we get $350 for those. So that one normally. Does Nicky have a perm? Yeah, on his back, not on his head though.
His chest hair.
His chest hair is a perm. Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that! Look at that!
That's amazing.
Oh my God!
That's a great shot.
Good stuff.
Sick.
Last of the gargoyles, yeah. I'm hungry. You hungry? We're gonna
get to eat.
What's that, Nick?
I said you sold some pages, so Amanda gets to eat.
Yeah, she gets to eat. Yep. Here we go. Burger King. Here we come. Let's see. It's a Spider-Man cover. Yeah. It's Spider-Man. Boy, did you see the prices today on the Spider-Man stuff on the Heritage? Oh my God. Just crazy. Crazy people. There's a question there. Split two payments we accept for code name. Knockout. Yeah. Why not? We'll do that for you.
There you go. You snatched it out of Nick's hands, Marcelo.
That's it. Take it away from Nick. I love this cover.
And I think you got the other Excalibur sold for $200.
All right. Sounds good. As long as somebody's keeping track. That's great. We're happy you guys are getting it because I like the idea of people getting the art to enjoy it. What good is doing it if people aren't going to enjoy it? Marcelo, thank you, buddy.
That's between that. She said that and the Bayou Billy.
Yeah,
that was my jam when I was a kid. It was the first controller gun game, by the way.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, Bayou Billy, man. $3,500 for this Vampirella, Red Sonja. Sorry.
And guys, remember, payment plans work. 25% down, and you can do a payment plan. It's Christmas. Buy yourself a gift. All right, and then we have the other Red Sonja cover. When is the Vampirucci cover Kickstarter with a cover by Mannix? If it's a cover by Mannix, I won't. It'll be okay that I look ugly. So, this Red Sonja cover is also $3,500, guys. Between the two of them, they're both great. I do like the coin one better, even though this one has action. But they're both great options for you guys.
That's a beautiful cover.
Supergirl 30.
We can go down on 4 on that one because I'm feeling generous.
4,000 is a great price, and Jimmy may win some stuff in Heritage to pay off.
I do. I have to pay. Oh boy! Don't remind me. All right, this one is a bargain. I'm telling you, of all the ones, this is the one I would have bought if I was in the comments column and not in the chair I am today. This one would be the one. That's it. It's a bargain. It's beautiful, hot as hell. Look at her ass. That one she's getting Tiger. What is that? Not Tiger. What's
Panther.
Panther. Panther's got a butt in the air, Amanda.
I know. Well, the seat is hot.
Oh, the seat's hot. All right. That is a bargain for $3,500. Oh boy, the seat is hot. The seat is hot.
Black Viper of Dorne. Guys, I'm buying that Vampy if nobody else does. So.
And this is a bargain too. The Xena page is just for the girl in panel one up on the right. Look how great that is. That's so beautiful. $400. $400. How many times have we just thrown $400 out the window on stupid things, Amanda? How many times? Every time I go to IKEA. Although they got those little meatballs though.
Do you like those meatballs?
All right. Well, anyway, $400 for that. Here it's going. There you go.
Was that the last piece?
That's it.
Yes. The
fantastic.
Yeah, the codename one sold.
Okay. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Well, thank you, Nikki. That was fun, and we'd like to come back and do it again.
Yeah, anytime. And when I say anytime, I really mean anytime. This isn't if you're in town, come over. This is Nikki, I want to come on the air on Friday. The answer is yes.
Okay. Well, I will take you up on it. And yeah, Amanda, we can put together a pile of drawings, right?
Sure.
To tease Nikki.
Yeah.
You always have the risk of Nikki buying everything. That's the problem. That's it. Nikki can't.
Thank you, Dwayne is a pain.
Dwayne is a pain. What happened?
Jimmy just messaged you on CAF about a piece listed there. Hello,
okay.
good night. Amanda, you work on Green Lantern, Black Canary is some of the most fun work in a book.
There you go. I'm looking to see if there's anything. Yeah, we have stuff for another show. I know you don't have a Barbie crowd, but we do have a lot of Amanda's Barbie art.
Yeah.
You know what? We may not have a Barbie crowd, but there may be some people who have Barbie fans in their family. So, and there's going to be a sequel to the movie. God bless.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Yeah, no, there will be a sequel, of course. And we have some a lot of Barbie stuff from Amanda. You know what I want to show you? You'll appreciate this, Nikki. Actually, if you guys will. When I was in high school, way back.
Corey Russ, real quick. Corey Russ says he has a daughter. So if there is anything on Barbie you want to price out real quick, he might buy it for his daughter.
Well, we have to figure it out, Russ. So give me a week, and then we'll be able to figure it out. We'll do a show before the holidays. All right.
Okay.
I think we'll do it again.
Yeah.
So when I was in high school, I had a buddy that drew comics, and his name was Mark Texera, and he drew this for me in 1976.
Wait, you and Mark went to college together?
High school.
I mean, high school?
Yeah,
wow.
he did this in high school.
That is so awesome.
Here it is. How funny is that, right, Nick?
That is funny.
He was my high school buddy. He was one of the most talented guys in my class. I think out of my class, only like 2 or 3 or 4 people. We did have Dennis Cowan and Joe Jesko the year before us.
Oh wow!
And here's a
and Comic Tunes. Yes. Hopefully one day we'll have some Bayou Billy pages up if I know where they are.
Yeah, I'll put together another bunch, Nick, and we'll do another fun show.
And you're welcome for the Excalibur page.
You know what I have also, Nikki, which you guys might like, and we can sell them cheap. Is we have Amanda does full pencil layouts. They're fully penciled. Let's see if I have one to show.
Yeah.
Where are they?
They're up in my studio.
Oh, they're up in your studio.
Marcus, if you're offering $100, you got to say what it's for, buddy. They've just shown a lot of art. So, and I mean that it's up to you, and it's something to promote. If you are willing to take any commissions on, even if it's like head sketches or something, whatever your price is, we can do that here, like 1 or 2, limited to 1 or 2.
All right. We'll figure it out for the next show. But Nikki, thank you so much for having us on here. And then
Marcus wants to buy the Texiera for $100. I don't think that's for sale.
No, I can't.
That's like your childhood
he gave it to me in high school, and I managed 76. How many years ago is that? That's a lot of years ago.
That's almost 50 years ago.
Almost 50 years old. That piece. Holy cow! I'm old. I am. Nikki, you're young next to me, right? You're like 10 years younger than me, aren't you?
I'm 55 and a half. Not yeah.
All right, a little less than 10, but yeah. Nikki's still a baby, so I got to remember that all the time. I'm older, but
also immature, which helps.
Right. But anyway, we'll put together some more stuff next time. I have some ideas. So I have these layouts that Amanda does. I don't know why I don't. I usually have them all here, so I'm getting nervous of where I put them all. But they must be in one of the.
I think we put them somewhere safe before the hurricanes.
Oh, maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe back here. Yeah. Oh, but she does these full pencil layouts of every page she's ever drawn.
Well, not every page, but
most of them.
I started doing that.
Well, I sure hope they are packed away somewhere. Get nervous. Anyway, these would make great things to do because we could price them very reasonable to move them to everybody gets something. Yeah.
And
anyway,
and the offer's up to $211 for the text Superman.
I can't do it. Nikki asked me what artists they follow to become artists. Go ahead, Amanda. You go first.
My mom and dad. My mom and dad are both artists. So, we always had art supplies around the house all over the place. So it was pretty easy to draw and paint and, whatever. Who else?
Chuck Jones.
Definitely Chuck Jones. I watched a lot of Bugs Bunny and Wile E. Coyote when I was a kid. A lot. And so he's a huge influence too.
Yeah, I'm like the studio guys: Barry Smith, Bernie Wrightson, Mike Kaluta, Jim Stranko, John Buscema, Jack Kirby. My God, so many. Alex Toth. So many people I like. Hernandez brothers. If you look at my calf page and look at the art I have on it, it's probably all the people I kind of admired. Paul DeLacy was a big one for me. Frank Russell, Killraven, and I even liked, my God, so much stuff. The Bernie Wrightson stuff, of course. I love Bernie. I loved him as a man. I loved him as an artist until he died. He was. Nikki knows we adored Bernie. But his art was so amazing, but the man himself was even better. I love that guy.
Yeah.
You inked him on the Punisher, right?
I did. I inked him on a Punisher. I inked him on a horror story we did together. I never got the art back. I don't know whatever happened to it, but I've seen people selling it or trading it over the years. But it just I loved working with him, but I loved hanging out with him. He just had a great sense of humor. And that Frankenstein book, obviously, that's epic. That's an epic piece of work by him. But I fell in love with him on Swamp Thing first.
Yeah.
That's what I discovered. Same thing with Barry Smith, Conan. I fell in love with Conan because of Barry Smith back then. And then John Buscema. I love John's work, and Gil Kane. Nikki and I have a lot of the same artists we love because the time when we bought comics was 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it was like when I was in high school, it was Frank Miller, Wendy Pini, John Byrne. I was
Byrne X-Men, man.
Yeah.
I love Byrne Marvel 2-in-1. I love those Marvel 2-in-1 books. I thought those were
Oh my God. Did you see what the Red Sonja page went for today? The Marvel
what did it go for?
20,000 plus juice.
Oy.
I know. I was astonished when it was at 9,500. But I mean, it's the first page I've seen in like 10 years, so I guess it makes sense. I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, $20,000. Wow.
Well, I think, like I said, I think, right now, what's approachable is the people working right now. The people, like some of the stuff Amanda offered today, and going to the convention and buying the pages from the artists, I think that's so much more approachable. But if you're like me and like Nikki, we have our list of favorite things we want to get, and usually it's stuff we can't afford. But the beauty of it. Oh, by the way, I keep Steve Lipke mentions Don Newton. I will tell you my Don Newton story. When I was in high school, I ghost inked Don Newton on a DC book called Time Warp.
Really?
When I was in 11th grade, I inked that stuff, and it was ghost. I don't want to say who it was for. It was for other people that was supposed to be inking it. But I ghost inked it when I was in school. I took the pages home and I would ink it, and I handed them in, and it got another artist got credit for doing the job. I got like $5 or $10 a page back then, but I did get to work over Don Newton, so that was pretty cool.
Did you get the spiel of the currency you're getting in practice is worth more than the money?
Yes, I did. I also got that story in when I was inking Howard the Duck black and white pages from the magazine. I was inking Gene Colan when I was in 12th grade, was ghost inking him, so I wasn't credited. I made next to nothing per page, but I did learn a lot. I did learn a lot that I applied 10 years later. I learned that there's no money in comics when I did that, and I didn't get back into comics till I turned 30. So I really didn't start again until later because I couldn't. I was already poor, and I had the conversation with my dad. I'm like, we're already poor, and all the artists I'm working for are poor. I'm like, my dad's like, maybe it's not the greatest business. I said, yeah, until I figure it out, I'm gonna have to walk away from comics for a bit because I can't live that cheap, you know.
What a lot of people probably don't know is you and Amanda were working together before you started seeing each other. You guys were just at first.
Yeah,
so
the editor, when I first picked up my first cover to ink over Amanda, which was Gargoyles #2, I think. The editor said to me, "Hey, before you come up here to pick up the art, you're going to meet Amanda Connor. She's the artist on it. She's married, okay?" That's what she told me. She's married, okay? So don't, and I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'll just be up there and pick up the cover. But no, we just became friends over the years. It wasn't until later on that we started, we started dating. But Amanda was like one of the boys. You were hanging out with all the boys.
You were.
It's because they have the sense of humor of an 11-year-old boy.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And of course, the guys would want somebody like Amanda around, which made us look like we knew what we were doing.
Oh man, that's funny.
I mean, back then, Nikki, there was like 3 women in comics.
Yeah,
it's more, but it wasn't a lot.
In our circle, not that many.
Yeah,
not that many.
And you and Joe got 2 of the 3.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Jimmy Connor. Now I'm Jimmy Connor, famous. That's what he wrote. Is it? Jimmy Connor. By the way, that's a golf pro, Jimmy Connor. So
was it golf?
Was it golf or tennis? Maybe tennis. Some guy with a racket.
Some guy hit.
It says you would drink me under the table, Amanda. I don't think so.
Not anymore. There was a time, but not.
No. She would drink me under the table because she'd be throwing up under the table and I'd be retrieving her. That's the only way she'd drink me under, because I can drink when I want to drink.
Oh, I know.
And I don't get hangovers.
He doesn't get hangovers, man.
Nope.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've seen Amanda throw up in the street. I've seen her throw up in my car. Oh my God.
I painted the inside of his windshield.
She did. It was cinematic, folks.
And you can tell they're not shy.
You know what I pulled over next to the Verrazano Bridge, exactly like the Saturday Night Fever shot of the bridge. I pulled over because the car stunk, right? I mean, she threw up all over the dashboard.
Vomit and gin.
Yeah, vomit and gin. And I had a 6-pack of beer in my trunk, and I opened my trunk and I washed the vomit out of the car using beer. To give you an idea of how disgusting that car was after that. But oh well, but she was worth it.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you, darling.
All right.
Do we have any Nick stories? I do have Nick stories, but we can save them for the next show. I have plenty of Nick stories, but I can only tell like 10% of them though.
Yeah, there was this time in San Diego where I had breakfast with Joey and Jimmy. That's the story we can tell.
Right, that's it. I think that and we used to have fun time signing in your warehouse there. It
was, yeah.
But afterwards, it would get a little ugly. But
whatever. Jeff Wedding said, "You'll sell
the vomit car."
Yeah, for $211.
I don't have that anymore. Amanda painted it, so with a vomit.
No, that car actually had to go to car heaven because it was involved in a multi-car accident.
Oh, that was the Kia Sportage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the Belt Parkway
in Brooklyn.
Wow.
I didn't hit anybody, but all the people around me and me got hit.
Yeah. As long as you're okay.
Yeah.
She trashed the car.
I did not trash the car.
You did. We totaled it. You totaled it. It was totaled.
The guy behind me totaled the car.
But whatever. The car's no longer with us. I didn't care. As long as she was okay, we can get another car. You know.
I was actually once in not a bad car accident, but in a 12-car accident where it was raining and the car all the way in the back hit the car in front of him. That person hit the car in front of him. That person hit it wasn't like. And
that's exactly what this was.
Yeah. And thank God I had a 77 Ford LTD. That thing was a battleship.
That's a big car.
It is. And it was made out of steel.
Yeah.
And mine was the only cars. Like there was a little dent in the front and a little dent in the back.
When did they stop putting bumpers on cars? Remember how big the bumpers used to be on cars?
80s.
Now there's no more bumpers on cars. When you get hit, you have to buy the whole section of the car again. What a great scam. What a great scam. I want to come out with new cars that have giant bumpers on them. Big rubber bumpers. Say that 5 times.
Let's start a Kickstarter.
Okay, we have to go and eat dinner. Thank you for having us, Nick.
You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, everybody in the comment section, thank you for being here tonight. It's Friday night.
And remember, check out the video again. If there's anything else, fill out the form and come back. And I will finish the show with John Livesey art. All right, guys. Take care. Jimmy, I'll talk to you tomorrow about the
All right, buddy. Take care.
All right, bye. All right, guys. That was fun. That was Jimmy and Amanda, two of the nicest people in the industry and two of the most talented people in the industry. But now we've got some John Livesey art, so let's start showing that, Jay.
All right. Before we get started on this, I just wanted to say a couple of things. One, Neil said that he grabbed the Gargoyles 9 number 2. I want to make sure that we got that written down somewhere.
Okay.
Second,
is that the one that Dwayne also said he claimed?
Oh, Dwayne, I believe, got 10.
Okay.
Got number 10.
Good. Okay, we're good.
All right. Also, this Saturday, we're going to have another producer's pop-up sale at 5 Eastern, 4 Central. And y'all, I think Kyle is just trying to make each thumbnail more disturbing than the last.
Oh, my God. Who's the woman?
That's JD.
Oh, my God.
So
I didn't recognize him with the glasses on, or actually the dress either. Ruben, I am selling these for John Livesey. So, Fabulous Baker Boys. Fabulous Northrop Boys. All right, let's show the first Livesey. Neil needs. Oh my God, we scared Steve Vendetta. That was bad. All right. Brett Booth cover with John Livesey inks. Check it out. This is a fantastic G.I. Joe cover. Issue 1. If you want to pick this up, I will help underwrite payment plans on this. So if you need a little bit of time to pay for it, 25% down. I'll give John the rest because he does need the money, and you can pay the rest, pay me back over time. TJ, I tried to respond earlier, but everybody was talking. I got the video. I didn't check it out yet, but I will. I started to, and then I got interrupted. So I just want to watch it where I can actually focus on it and enjoy it, TJ, but soon. All right, what's next, dude? Oh, man. Guys, the new X-Men are selling really well. This is a fantastic page, and I tell you what, John can use the money. So if you buy this page tonight, I'll kick in $25. It'll be $400. All right. I will bring this down to $400 if you buy it tonight. I'm trying to help John out here. What do we just write it down? Okay, you got it. What do we got next, Jay? Oh, man, this is a great one. Magneto, Cyclops. I'll do the same thing here. I'll cover $50 of it. If you buy this tonight, it'll be $600 instead of $650. Let's help Livesay make some money. John's a great guy. A little bit of an assistance will be fantastic. All right, let's go to the next piece. All right, you got Magneto, you've got Sentinels. Sentinel, $400. This really is a great price. Look at all the detail that John put into this. Everything's okay. Just, there are times people just need to raise money for stuff, Not my place to say. But if you can pick something up, it'll be a huge help. All right, what do we got next, Jay? This is fantastic. Look at Magneto destroying the Sentinel and look at the look on his face. I mean, you see his hand helping to create the magnetism to do that. The power in the second bottom panel and the third panel, just that Superman pose. And then the last panel, look at how angry and unbelievably tough the whole thing was for him. This is a great price for this. What do we got next? Another stunning page. Who says Cyclops isn't cool? Check it out. Blasting Cyclops blasting away the Sentinel. All right, what else we got, Jay? This one's a little bit more of a quiet page, but still great interaction between Magneto and Cyclops. What do we got next? I'm not sure that's the right price, but we'll roll with it. And if anybody wants this, I'll double check with Spencer and John about the price. All right, next.
17 and 18 got flipped.
Okay, $800 for this makes sense. There we go. Guys, come on, 25% down. Great splash page. And then this page is $450. What else we got, Jay? Oh, $175. Come on, somebody pick this up. Let's get this going. Let's get something picked up. Is this the last page, Jay?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do a recap of the John Livesey. We got this cover. It's a great cover. This is pencils and inks on the page. You've got the pencils, you've got the inks, you've got them both on the page. You got a beautiful blue line here. I think I said that I would be kicking in $25 of this, so brings it down to $400. What do we got next? Another blue line page. Again, it's just beautiful. I mean, the determination on Cyclops and Magneto's face is incredible. Are you guys still here? Let me see proof of life. Start commenting in the chat. And please leave a message after the show. I think Marcus left. He got bored. I haven't seen him comment in a bit. This is so freaking cool. The bottom panels are out of this world. No Amanda, no audience. I don't blame you guys. All right, Erwin, thank you, sir. I won 0 today at Heritage. Only half alive. I'm still hanging around. Thanks, Mitch. All right, let's finish the recap. Let's keep it going. Guys, come on. Pick up a Livesey page. EXP Amanda with ball and chain. Still have a pulse, I think. Not sure, though. Keep going. This is stunning. I honestly can't believe this hasn't sold. All right. Another great one. I know. Where's Bill for all the Cyclops? Bill's taking some well-deserved time off. Black Viper of Dorn. I will point that out to Spencer and John. All right, this is the last page. Come on, guys. $175. Livesey Live. All right, let's show the Dark Towers because those are the only two things left. It is beautiful, Mitch. Again, you guys can do payment plan and I'll cover it. All right. Dark Tower number 1, $3,000, $1,800 by itself. And then Dark Tower number 2, $2,800, $1,500. And what did I say? If somebody bought both, I would do $2,750.
Yes.
It's all right, Steve. I get it. I get it. You got to only buy what you love. You know, we're not buying the flip here. We're buying because we love the art. Why are you in trouble, Black Viper of Dorn? $2,750. What's a blue line? Stop it, Jeffrey. Stop it. Man, Marcus really has left. He's left me alone with that. All I know is that Nick put that Vampirella cover on the wall. It might have jump-started Alex. Yes, at 33 years old, he still hasn't hit it. Oh, Driving in the Rain. All right, Blame It on the Rain. Remember that song? Blame it on the rain. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Who sings that, Jay?
I think it was supposed to be Milli Vanilli, but I'm pretty sure they were lip syncing at that time.
All right, so neither myself nor Milli Vanilli should sing that song. Imagine if they really sung it, how bad it was. Hey, Marcus, all kidding aside, drive careful. Don't be texting while you're driving. I appreciate your chiming in. You left me in charge for the night. We work in shifts now. The blue lines. All right, guys. Friday night. Thank you for being here. When you can, hug your loved ones because you never know. Not Miller Vanilla. You really do never know. I mean, when death knocks on our door, you can't hide from it. So, hug your loved ones. It's the most important thing you can do, for yourself and for them. Pray that a lot of the strife in the world ends. The war in the Ukraine ends and Ukraine can stay whole. War between Israel and Palestine ends. Too many people are suffering. That the hostages get freed. Gil, I never forget my pets, but when I talk about this, it's not about me. It's about the rest of the world. I'm not jinxing it, I don't think. Help anybody who needs it. It's the holidays. There are probably plenty of people who need help, and if you can, help them. Be nice to each other. Be nice to strangers. It takes just as much effort to smile as it does to be angry. I'm sure there's a bunch more, but since I won't see you until next Friday, happy Thanksgiving. What I'm probably going to do next Friday is something I rarely do. I'm going to have a Black Friday sale. It'll make my life easier. I'm going to bring some art that I've had over the last year that I showed that I haven't put away, and I'll deep discount it. So just to let you know, let your friends know, let everybody know we're going to have a Black Friday sale next Friday. I would say I love you guys for being here. Tonight at 9 and 1 minute, we have Nancy McCann. Tomorrow at 5. You said 5, right, Jay?
Yes, sir. 5 Eastern, 4 Central.
You have That Horrible Picture, but Great Comics. Bill Cox is off this weekend. Monday at 6, you've got Comic Collectibles with Rex and John. 11 o'clock, you have Best Coast Comics. Don't forget, 8 o'clock Sunday is Ruben's show, Ruben the Collector. And you can't lose. Yeah, you can. Thanks, Gil. I appreciate it. Tuesday at 7 in stores this week. 8 o'clock, Midlander Comics. 10 o'clock, Henri. Wednesday at 7, Comic Collectibles with Rex. 9 o'clock is 360 Comics. Thursday at 5, Dan Wickline. 7 o'clock, Miss Jen, What's in the Box. 10 o'clock, Mog Park. Maybe not. It's Thanksgiving on Thursday, actually. So I think no shows on Thursday.
Yeah, I forgot to mention, no shows on Thursday.
And I'll be back Friday. Huge Black Friday sale. You guys deserve it. I love you all. Jay, take us away.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.